Welcome back to Fabulous Ideas, and in front of me here I have a sideboard that I purchased from Amazon. And I don't know whether you know about the Corona Mexican solid pine furniture. I'm a big fan of that furniture because I find it very quality wood, a very solid piece of furniture, and I love to work with it. And the fact that when you do buy this furniture, it comes very raw, so you can do things with this wood if you're creative. So I'm actually going to open the box, and I'll put links down below actually where I got this one, because I noticed that the furniture is such good quality and quite reasonably priced as well, which is really good. And they do all sorts of different kinds of furniture. This is a small sideboard that I'm going to be working with here. Very well wrapped. Okay, so actually on the reviews of this I heard that it was a headache to put together, so just bear that in mind. I'll let you know if it is a headache to put together. Right, but because this piece of furniture, I'm actually going to be making my own design, so I'm going to be very creative with my sideboard. This is all the instructions here with all of the bits and pieces, but I'm not actually going to be putting this together today. So these are the doors, as you can see. These are the doors, and that's where you'll put your door handle, but like I said, I won't be putting this together today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking individual pieces of wood. Some of them I will be painting, so I'm just going to take all of my pieces out because I need to identify what pieces of wood I need to paint, what pieces of wood are going to be the inner shelves. I think these look like they're gonna be shelves, so I need to find my sides, and I need to find the top, bottom, and the doors which we've just seen, the ones that I will be painting. But for now, what I want to get is the top. I'm looking for the top of this sideboard, so I'll find that in a moment, because first I'm just going to get all the pieces out of the box, and that will just help me to know what woods. Right, okay, so here we go. Here's the grand old top, and you know when it's the top because it's got the indentation marks around here. And I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with the top of this first, because that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to start with this piece of wood here. So I'm going to dye the top of this furniture, so I'm going to use some wood dye, and I'm going to darken it up. I'm going to make it nice and rich, and then I'm going to I want to seal it. So I'm going to just start with a nice dry piece of cloth. I'm going to shake it well as well. Always make sure that you're shaking these dyes really well. Do not be afraid of it. Just put a little bit on here, apply it onto the wood. Want to show you this really nice, and this is what you use for drawers. It's lining paper, and it actually has the sticky back on there as well. Okay, so we can see some lovely little birds there, these blue birds. These are what I'm going to be using for my shelf. You can get this kind of contact paper from Amazon. They give you a set of instructions as well on, you know, how to do it. It's obviously got these squares on the back, so you can see that you've got some squares on the back that will help you cut your piece of paper. So yeah, and you kind of just like, you know, rip it off and stick it down. I want to be using this for the shelves, so I need to find my shelves, and then I'm going to be sticking this lining paper into the shelves. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing with these shelves. So yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting piece of furniture with a lot of different tools needed for doing it, but I'm sure when it all comes together it's going to look nice. Okay, so with that contact paper I've just found the shelf wood. So I could do it that way, portrait way, but I'm going to do it landscape because I just like the way it looks, especially when you open the doors. You have to visualize when you're doing DIY. So I'm going to leave some room here at the ends, if you can see. So I'm going to leave a little bit of contact paper here at the ends so I can fold it round, and also here so I can fold it round, and also at the back so I can fold it round to just allow for space. So I'm just going to be doing it like this, and then where I've sliced it off I'm going to be adding some more paper up the other end. So I'm just going to start off with this one first. So I'm going to allow for some room just to tuck over. No, actually that's too far back. Like that. It's not too much, just like that. Okay, so that is my first piece of contact paper down on the shelf, and then I will just add to it by placing the next one right next to this one. I'm not worried about the images lining up because that would just be silly. It's not wallpaper, it's just I just want to make the print, making sure that it's in, and it's kind of like a shabby chic, so it's not going to be perfect. And I actually just want to get as many birds in the picture as possible, so if I did that I'd just be wasting. So that is how it's going to look. I'm really happy with it. I think it's beautiful when you open up your sideboard to see the beautiful birds in there and the colours, and also the one thing I like about it is wipeable, so it protects your wood and it's wipeable as well. So I'm going to put on the second piece now, and I'm going to do exactly the same as I did the first piece, and then I'm going to be showing you some of the paints, and I've got some of my old paints, and again like I told you I'd use the this chalk paint here, and I have some winter grey. And obviously the new one that I got is winter grey. So I do have some old ones as well. I have this one, and this is the pebble grey, and I probably might use some of this as well. And I have some chalky white as well, and I might use some of that. So it's going to be a bit about everything. And I've also got some more. This is a winter grey, and again I've got some chalk white again, and I've also got my finishing wax as well that's going to seal it off with my wax brush here. And I have a few paint brushes just to help me with the project. So those are my tools at the moment. So allow me to just finish off the shelves. I'll show you when I've finished, and we'll start painting. We'll start with the sides and the doors, I think. Okay, so this is what my shelf looks like. I'm really happy with it, and if I turn it over, I've also done it at the bottom as well. So yeah, so I'm really happy with that. That's the shelf done. So this is the door for the sideboard, and I'm going to start painting the door now. I'm going to be using this winter grey. So like I said, I'm going to check this one first before I open my new one. And I'm going to just, yeah, I might be using a bit of the chalk white as well, and I'll check that one. So, and then I might be using as well a bit of pebble grey as well. So 3 paints for this